Hello, and today we're going to be looking at the Rolling Stones album, Sticky Fingers. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Click the little bell so you don't miss anything. But anyway, let's get into it. Sticky Fingers was released April 71. It's the first one to be released since the death of Brian Jones. And it was given to Mick Taylor. Now, it was originally supposed to go to Ry Cooder, but because him and Keith Richards just did not get along, it was like oil and water. Probably for the best, Mick Taylor got the job. It's also the first to be under the Stones' new record label, which their previous record deal, I could do a whole video on that, on how they got screwed out of their music. And really, to the time the guy died, the Stones never forgave him for that. It's a return to basic approach for the Rolling Stones. It's a more stripped down version. They added some elements on some other albums, but on this album, it goes right back to basic, almost country and blues, really, with a little bit of rock. It's produced by Jimmy Miller, who started at Beggar's Banquet and would continue on to Goathead Soup, and do a lot of those great Stones records of the late 60s to mid 70s. There we go, if I can speak English. Track listing for this, let's start off with song number 1, Brown Sugar. One of the most iconic riffs in rock. If you've been in a classic rock band or even a country southern rock band, I'm pretty sure you've played Brown Sugar, and I'm pretty sure everybody out there has heard Brown Sugar. It's a rock staple. Good, catchy lyrics, great sax solo in it. On to song number 2. Now, this is what I think is the first misstep on the album, the song Sway. It's guitar and vocally driven. I could see what they were trying to do, just it came across to me as filler. Once you start getting into some of the other songs, this is the first weak song on the album, which it's the second song. But anyway, on to song number 3, Wild Horses is a ballad, has a country feel to it. I like the soft guitar on it, like Keith Richards, the acoustic. Keith isn't blaring guitar, just overplaying the song. It's very simple, it's very soft, melodic. The only complaint I had, though, about the song is it was just a tad bit too long. On to song number 4, You Can't Hear Me Knockin'. It's a great song. Fantastic song. It really is where the album starts to really pick up with the rock. It's iconic. It was in the movie Blow with Johnny Depp. If you haven't seen that movie, go see it. It's a great movie. Very guitar driven. Jagger's at his best on this song. I love it. It's very good whenever you get Mick Jagger singing some of this stuff, because it really shows what a great singer he is and how versatile it is. The guitars work great together throughout the song. And I love that tempo change, and even hearing during that tempo change, a lot of the guitar work on there, and Keith Richards and Mick Taylor working together made it work very well. On to song number 5, You Gotta Move. Another misstep. It's a simple blues song. It's pretty much filler, really. That's how it feels to me. On to song number 6, Bitch. Very guitar driven. Same sound that would be iconic with the Stones throughout the 70s and kind of into the 80s. That very riff rock, just straightforward rock and roll sound for them. And it also has sax parts, and Jagger and Richards on this song are just on. You can tell that they're really working well together, that this album, it's going by really good, and it sounds great, especially at this point, Bitch, which I guess you can say the only reason they're probably allowed to get away with this is pretty much because they're the Stones. On to song number 7, I Got the Blues. Typical Stones blues song, really. I kind of got the feeling that it was a little bit oversung by Mick Jagger, but hey, it is what it is. It's kind of filler. On to song number 8. One of my all-time favorite Rolling Stones songs, Sister Morphine. Features Ry Cooder, I believe, on slide guitar. Just fantastic. It's a shame he couldn't get along with Keith Richards, because Ry Cooder is a hell of a guitar player. If you've never heard any of Ry Cooder, go listen to it. He's a fantastic blues guitarist. Great slide solo. The lyrics to it are what set it apart. Here I lie in my hospital bed. Tell me, Sister Morphine, when are you coming round again? Just great song all around. On to song number 9, Dead Flowers. It's an acoustic ballad. Great song. These two songs are two of my favorite Rolling Stones songs ever. Well, as you're sitting back in a rose-pink Cadillac, making bets on Kentucky Derby Day, I'll be in my basement room with a needle and a spoon and another girl to take my pain away. Just great stuff. Has kind of that country flair to it that you hear throughout this album, but it's not overdone. It's not every song, so I really do appreciate it. And on to song number 10, the last song on the album, Moonlight Mile. Very soft, mellow song. It's a great song, really, to end the album. I think the last 3 songs, I'll put that up against a lot of albums of how to end an album. It's a great thing. It really is. Listening to the Stones is something they're absolutely great at. Now, Stones at this time consists of Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, Mick Taylor, Charlie Watts, Bill Wyman, and Ry Cooder, just on Sister Morphine. I had to include him in there. Best track off the album, I'll say Dead Flowers and Sister Morphine. Worst track, I'll say Sway, You Gotta Move, and I Got the Blues. Those are the 3 worst tracks. And hidden gems off of here, I really like Brown Sugar and Can't You Hear Me Knocking. To me, they're hidden gems, even though, well, kind of not. They're famous, but for me, they are. Anyway, if I had to give it a grade out of 5, this album's an easy 4 out of 5. I know that those 3 songs, it's like, well, why you have given it, because 3 songs you don't really like. Even though I don't like those 3 songs, the other songs are so damn good that it makes up for it. But anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions on Dead Flowers, my review. I'd like to hear what you guys think of the album. Comment down below. What is your favorite tracks from Dead Flowers, or from Sticky Fingers? Anyway, this is me here, signing out. Peace.